Hey y'all, we're out here in Food Line. We are trying to get some things before this storm passes through. We are, at first project, we were supposed to get a more direct hit. At last time I saw, about noon, 1 o'clock, and I was watching an old video, I think. It was gonna go more towards the Charlotte area, but of course we would just get outer bands of rain. So we're in here to get our water jugs filled up and pick up the last few little things that we needed. Go ahead, yeah, you're fine, go ahead. To make sure that we have everything we need so we don't have to leave the house tomorrow. This is definitely from Hurricane Ian, or now Tropical Storm Ian. And so we are, how much? Yeah. Huh? You didn't see it? Oh, okay. Well, do we want to get one anyway, just in case? We're going to fill up our water jugs, but we're going to get a case of water just in case. We went yesterday. They did not have any waters at Harris Teeter. And there's a lot of people in here, like a lot of people trying to get what they need. Oh, thank you, babe. Yeah, just sit it down there. And we'll pay for it. Behind your mother. So again, we only had, no, you're fine. We only had a few things. Some sandwich meat. I thought we had sandwich meat, but we didn't have any. We have bread. I think that's all we got. Sandwich meat. We got some jelly because we have peanut butter and jelly. And some keto brown sugar. So that's what we got. And the water. So I had to come in and get some CashApp to fill up our water things. Because it's the only way you can pay for it is to fill it up with cash, and I don't have any cash. So anywho, we are getting all the things that we need. Prayerfully, this will take us through, and we won't have to come out tomorrow. Do have to take Alana to work, but we're praying that they cancel work. They have not canceled work as of yet. But so far for me and Jackson, we're having a remote day at work. I'm actually going to work tomorrow, just work from home. I've got some like trainings and stuff I can do. And then Jackson has some school stuff he has to do. So that's how we're going to live our best life. But anywho, we're in Food Line. And we thought we would just bring you guys along for these few little purchases that we're making. And we only actually came in here for the water jugs, but I needed to get some change because you have to pay cash at the machine. So that's what we're doing. Well, we'll check back in when we get to the machine outside. All right, y'all. So we just filled up one whole one. That was $2. And then I only had enough change to fill up 2 more gallons. This was halfway full anyway. I probably could use 1 more gallon, but I'm short 15 cents, so I'm not gonna worry about it. We're good here. So we got what we needed from the store. And this thing is very convenient because it's right here by our house. Alrighty, y'all. So we are back from the store. And I'm sitting at my desk. I've got a couple things to do. Like I said, I'm working tomorrow. Remotely, so I'm working from home. They're giving us the option. I've shared this with my students before. I said the one thing that, of course, the pandemic took away from kids are like hurricane days and snow days. I said, y'all will never have a snow day again in your life because, you know, now we have the ability because our students are one-to-one. They're one-to-one as far as Chromebook to student. So our kids have the ability to take their devices with them, right? If the teacher so chooses to give them an online assignment or what have you. I think mostly because I'm at middle schools, most of my middle schools, they were getting paperwork because they weren't sure if we would have power. So it's called asynchronous learning days, which means none of the work would be interactive with the teachers, right? They just have assignments they have to complete. Jackson, of course, will be asynchronous tomorrow. We just decided he would keep his schedule. I have to work tomorrow. So he would have his class from whatever time it starts to whatever time it finishes, and then he would rotate to his next class. And then he would have his break, and then what would be the amount of drive time to get to his other school. And then he would have his next 2 classes because he has some projects. Excuse me, he has a couple projects that he needs to get done. So that's perfectly fine. I told him that he would, that is what he would do. And it's all going to be well. And I think that's one way to just kind of keep me on track as well, is to make sure that I keep my regular schedule. So I'm set up at my desk, or I will be set up at my desk. I've got some trainings to go through. And they gave us, because those of us who don't necessarily have classes, we don't have students because I'm central. So they gave us options to do some trainings that we can catch up on, or if we need credits or whatever, which I'm not in a renewal license cycle. I'm in a renewal license cycle, but I think I've got 3 more years to renew. But still, I'm working on my credits for that 5-year renewal. It'll be my last renewal before retirement, but it will still be my last renewal. And so what that will mean for me is I'll just be working on those credits while I'm here. Also, I've got to go through, tomorrow's going to be a good day because I've been to every one of my 8th grade classes except one. Ugh. Almost had a perfect record of getting all my 8th grade classes in. I was supposed to go tomorrow to that class, and tomorrow is our no school day. And then he was like, well, do you want to come today? Because he messaged me yesterday. He's like, hey, Miss Wilson, I see we're having Hurricane Day. Do you want to come Thursday? I said, I'm so sorry. I can't come because I have a class. I had a 7th grade class today scheduled. And funny thing, I got to my school. I walked to my 7th grade class, and I walk in, and my teacher, he's teaching his class. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I forgot. So note to self, make sure that I send a reminder. I normally do send reminders. Hey, I'll be in your class tomorrow. Or, if something changes, let me know. So it would have been really good to follow up yesterday. Although I still wouldn't have been able to make it to that 8th grade class because I had already had another teacher on the schedule. He just forgot at the last minute. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. It was fine. He's new to our system, and what I do is new to quite a lot of my teachers. But, I had 10 days straight of teaching, getting in classes. I have 19 teachers. And so I've got to get in those classrooms quite regularly. But what I'm saying is, for all the 8th graders that I have already seen, I need to go in and mark in my file that they have finished their assessment, or I need to highlight the students who have not finished their assessments. So then when I go back into their classrooms, I will be able to catch those kids up. I don't want to wait till the end to catch kids up. I'd rather just kind of do an assessment, mark off who has completed or who was absent or whatever, and then I'll go back and catch up people as I need to. I also need to go in and shut off the commenting, because sometimes kids will go to my Google Classroom and they will comment on my class. And I've told them, I said, now don't do that because your name shows up. You can't comment anonymously, but I prefer, it's not one of those where we need to discuss back and forth. It's just for links or for me to tell them things. And so, yeah, I would prefer that they did not comment on my page. So I've got to go in and turn that off for all of my classes. So anywho, that's what we got going on. I am going to go back in the kitchen in just a little bit to make sure we're going to get some dinner on, to make sure that everybody has what they need, and that we have, kids and I need to find, y'all, find the bag to make sure we have all the candles and the lighters, all that type of thing. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. Jackson, I really, really, really need to find those lithium plus batteries. I bought some batteries, some really good, strong batteries. I need to find those. And the only place that they could be is in where all the hurricane things are. So we have candles, we have flickers, we have batteries. We have little puck lights or little hockey lights that we can put around in case we need. We need to make sure that we have enough candles, sister. We're not slated to get the storm coming through until tomorrow afternoon, evening, which I would prefer, so much prefer storms in the daytime because you can still see what's happening. But again, we're supposed to get rain, a lot of rain, and some winds, because the way that I saw the storm, it's coming out of Florida and then it's going to hook back. So the way it's hooking back is kind of missing the coast here, and it's going inland towards the Charlotte area. So they went ahead and canceled school for everybody in our area all around, because the first projection was it was going to hit us, right? It was going to go out and then come back like this. But the way they're projecting it now, it went up with a little loopy thing. I'm going to keep checking via the computer. I'm actually going to get my computer up now, just kind of check to see what are the latest updates. I know that the governor was on earlier today and some of his team, and they were talking and just giving us updates as well. Again, I just want to make sure that me and mine are safe. Y'all, and it's really dark. It's like 6:13, and it is really dark out there. Just way darker than what normal. So we got to get the dogs walked. That's one thing. Now, our dogs are, they're a little bougie. Ma'am does not like to walk in the rain. She is not here for the rain. She is like, excuse me. The way my life is set up, I'm not trying to get my paws wet. But she got to go out. So, the dogs are going to get walked. We're going to get dinner started. I'm going to film a couple reels because I've got to film a couple reels. I'm going to work on my budget tonight because tomorrow is payday. And I want to make sure that I have my budget stuff right. You know, I'm all about the budgets over here. I have a goal this month to just really save and not do a lot of spending because I'm working on my goals and stuff. So that is my goal, is to save this month. Prayerfully. Unless the Lord say different. Which, you know, Jackson, I need more hand soap in Mom's bathroom. And hey, get the trash. Sister, help grab trash. Everybody's working. All right, y'all. So I've done a couple things, and I've got to do a couple more things. So I'm going in my closet. For some reason, I'm just struggling to keep my closet together. And I think it's just because I have too much stuff. I just have too much stuff, right? So I'm going to pare down again. Some of these things I've kept hoping that I would fit into them again. And some things I'm just not going to fit into. And so I'm just going to get rid of them and just be okay with it. Like I said, I thrift enough that if I needed to replace anything, I could replace it at a thrift store. It's no problem for me to get thrift things. Even some shoes and stuff that I've been having issues with, like my feet. I lost weight in my feet, so the shoes don't fit anymore. They just have to go. It's not even worth, trying to keep them. It's just really not. Oh, Lord. Let me check. Oh, Lord. Oh, bless. Okay. I'm filming a reel. And I'm making some sweet and spicy pork jowl. It's kind of like bacon. And I had 7 minutes is enough. I'm adapting it from a pork belly recipe. And the pork belly recipe, you had to cook it for longer. But I guess pork belly is thicker. And this is not as thick. So let me finish that, then I'll get back to you guys. All right, y'all. So here's what we've been able to pull out thus far. All the hangers that we have just freed up. I've got some shoes. I've got this full bag. And I'm still working. I've got that whole thing to hang up or put away. And then I'm going in this closet as well to get some of the shoes and things out. That dog is just not want to be bothered with your spirit right now. But so all of these hangers are just out right now. You can't go in there. And then I've got to go through those shoes. I love these pink shoes right here, but they hurt my feet.
They gotta go.
And I love them. but they hurt. So we're going to keep working. We're going to keep plowing our way through. Okay, y'all. So there it is. We have decluttered the closet. We have also decluttered shoes. Not 100% the best, but listen. And somebody has found a new place to live since Mom took away the under the bed, since she can't live under there anymore. She lives in here, living her best life. Yeah. You having a good time, Mama? Love you. Mama, love you. Mama, love you. All right, morning, y'all. If you can see these winds, this is the, it's Friday morning here. And Hurricane Ian is on its way. It's supposed to hit the Carolinas as a Category 1 storm. I'm just getting in from taking Alana to work this morning. She had to be there at 7. Normally we leave here about 6, get there about 6:30, but I told her to first of all check to see if they were going to be open. They're open. And then I told her to tell him that I was going to wait until it got at least daylight out for me to be able to see to get her to work. And you could just see the rain driving, the wind driving the rain. But prayerfully, she gets off at 3. Prayerfully, the storm won't come on till after that, or they get out early. We'll see. I told her, I said, you may be stuck here. Because if it's a hurricane, I'm not driving out. She just have to be stuck at her work, and they'll all be stuck together. Kumbaya and all the things. Anyway, it is a school day for Jackson, and it's a work day for Mom. So I'm going to go and get my computer set up. Well, I'm going to change my clothes because I just threw on something. Get some light on. I just threw on something to be able to take Sister to work. Try to shed a little light on the situation. Anyway, I'm going to get my life together. All right, so I'm set up for work. I've got my work computers here. These are my coffee that I would have. My water is there. My work phone is there. Here's my chair. I do have my social medias up. I'm going to work in between on my breaks to do a few things I need to post on Facebook. Normally, I just keep it up. I'm setting up to do a budget video, which I have to film. And I've got a couple other reviews that need to get filmed as well. So that'll be this weekend. So I'll spend the majority of my time in this space within the next 48 to 72 hours. Okay, y'all, we're in the kitchen. There's Jackson. Jackson just made pumpkin scones for his they had asynchronous learning. Jackson, we need to wipe this. It's still a little sticky. Which means they had to have school from home. So his culinary course, they had to make. Jackson, you should have filmed that. That way you would have been able to show Miss your teacher. Huh? I took some pictures on mine, but you should have filmed it. That way you would have been able to be above the class. Come on now, please. So anyway, he had to get that done for his culinary class. And now I'm doing my first meal of the day. It is 11:10. Did you check the dishwasher? And make sure there were not dishes in there. because I think Sister Kaale will come. Make sure so I'm allocated based on my measurements about 1,800 calories a day, and I'm trying to stick to 1,500. I am feeling so much better as far as regulating out my hormones. And so for that, I'm thankful. But this is some shaved steak I bought the other day in the grocery haul. And so I'm just browning it up. I have a sweet potato in the microwave. It's a pretty large sweet potato. They have it at 8 ounces. So I'm going to half it because I don't think I can eat the whole thing. One of the things I am noticing as I'm taking the supplement to balance out my hormones is I don't need a lot of food. I haven't lost any weight yet, but I don't need a lot of food. I'm staying fuller longer. I'm not always hungry. Now, I do have cravings. I don't think that's going to go away. I think that's just a part of being a human. Jackson cooked some hamburgers last night, so I was just using that fat to do this shaved steak. And this wasn't the steakums. This was a different, like a shaved steak I found in a package. So I'm just using this fat to cook this. These are the seasoning packets that came with it. So I'm going to just use this. They're called quick steaks. I did cook them from frozen. They were frozen. Now, I have previously thought to cook some stuff ahead, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm prayerful we do not lose power. And we have our grill. So if I need to cook something, we actually have 2 grills. And I can cook something from the grill. I meant to put some onions and peppers in here and I just got sidetracked. Okay, that is cooked. That's all done. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to put together mine. This is breakfast and lunch. It's right at 11. Is it 11? Oh, it's 11:15. Sorry, it's after 11. So I just have a small plate. This is a small plate compared to the overly large plate. I microwave this sweet potato. Was hot. Here, I'll show you. And I'm just going to cut it in half. And this is how I would do it if I were taking it for lunch. Right? I'm going to cut half. I'll keep half for later. I'm only going to eat this part. I'm going to peel off this outer skin. throw that in the trash. I'm gonna put some butter on this. All right, so I'm gonna put some butter on there. This is just some plant butter that I had from a couple grocery hauls ago. So I'm gonna put a good size dollop of that. I'm gonna put a Laughing Cow cheese on. I'm gonna put this in my Fitbit to count my calories. So 1 Laughing Cow cheese. This is all trash. I'm gathering my trash. I'm gonna put, this is quite a lot of meat. But I don't need all of this meat, so I think I'm gonna put this much on there. It seems to be pretty decent. I'll put a little more. And to the top of that, I'm gonna put some salsa queso cheese. Tablespoon of that. And then what would be a tablespoon of this shredded cheese. Now again, I forgot my peppers and my onions. I wasn't thinking. At that time, I was just trying to fix a meal so I can go back to work. All right, I'm gonna go back to my desk and get some work done. We need to wipe off these cabinets because there's just fingerprints and food stuffs and all kind of foolishness that should not be here. Okay. Just from hands. You can sit them on the porch now, bud. Here's the wind. Here it is. Really whipping out here. We've had moments of calm. Just sit them, yeah, keep them on the ground so they don't get blown away. But it is a whipping. Now watch it whipping, nay-nay. All right, y'all, so we're gonna call it a vlog here. I have to finish editing my budget video. I won't be able to do my, there's the charger for it, Jack. I won't be, power went out. Doggone it. Power went out. Really? Doggone. Okay. Hopefully it'll come back on. Oh, back on. I need to make sure that I keep this, my phone charged. So we just experienced our first power outage. And so I'm actually gonna stop using my phone so that I can make sure that I have charge. I cannot find my extra chargers, my battery, we gotta find those. They're in here somewhere, Jackson. I need to look in one of these boxes, like this box under here. Did you look in that one? Okay, let's look in that one to make sure. We gotta find my external chargers. I have 2, just to make sure that I always have charge for my phone. I think it will charge my phone for 2 rounds. No, that's not. Okay. Okay. this one down. Let's put this one in there. Let's check the next one down. Anywho, we're gonna go and just keep on riding this storm out. The one thing that bothers me is as it gets dark, as it gets later and later, right? And it hasn't come through and passed through. I don't like being in the storm. I don't mind having a storm in the dark, but a hurricane. We're under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. So, like I said, I'm gonna finish editing a vlog. It's a white thing. It looks like a square. It's a white thing that looks like a square. Jackson's gonna help me find my charger. We're gonna get some dishes done so that we at least have that bit done before anything else comes through. Get the kitchen clean. Make sure we just have some snacks and things. We have things for sandwiches, because the biggest fear is that, of course, we'll lose power and we won't be able to cook anything, which we've got leftovers. We still won't be able to heat them up. Of course, I can do the grill. I can do the grill, no problem. Sister, we need you to get those dishes, because just in case, like the power just went, and make sure your phone is fully charged. Make sure your phone is fully charged. What is it, lovely? Okay. Is it in this thing right here, babe? No. Okay, probably not. I have it somewhere. I just can't think right now. Okay. We're going to end the vlog. Thank you for stopping by. Like it, subscribe. We'll see you next time.